Gator boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of High Top Sports, Champs Corner. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a jam-packed one. Stephen Harris will be joining us, of course, because it is Champs Corner. And then we've got newest commit, 4-star cornerback CJ Hester. And he's got a pretty cool family member that we found out just before the show. Boys and girls, smash the like button, subscribe. We're also going to be talking about the other new commit from today, 4-star linebacker Malik Morris. And Gator boys, stay hot, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, our co-host for the evening, national champion, Mr. Stephen Harris, my man. Good to see you, Bubba. How was your 4th of July weekend?
Baby? Oh, man, it was fantastic, bro. It was actually 4th of July weekend of my grandmother's, I want to say death celebration, homegoing celebration, 5 years since that. But it was also our family reunion at the same time, so a lot of the family came in town. A lot of love, probably man. Had about 150 people there, man. Wow. Great time, man. Seeing the family, dope times, man. So I can't complain. It's been awesome. How about yours?
It was fantastic. Now it was awesome, man. It's my favorite holiday of the year. The little guy overcame his fear of fireworks and he was screaming like his dad does. So I was pumped. Yeah, he was awesome. It was awesome. Good, man. All right, man. Well, let's not keep waiting any longer, ladies and gentlemen. Cornerback CJ Hester joins the show. CJ, my man, we appreciate you tuning in, being ready to rock. You have been awesome to talk to. Just getting this lined up, you've been fantastic, and then appreciate you being on, man.
I appreciate being on here.
Yes, sir. I do want to say this, guys, real quick before we get started, because we've had plenty of guests that come on the show. This is the first time I've ever had a recruit come on or anybody ask us about us. That just shows who CJ. I said, hey, what do you guys do? What do you like? So, CJ, compliment to you, man. I think that's incredible. Just wanting to know who you're talking to. I think that's an awesome feature, and I just wanted to give you a shout out on that, man. But we did find out at the beginning of the show that you have a pretty cool family member. Is that true? Is that right? Mr. Devin Hester?
Yeah, Mr. Devin Hester, man. The greatest return man in NFL history. Some would say college, but I probably have to get at the Brandon James. But that was definitely NFL history, man. So great lineage, man.
Yeah, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Cool stuff, man. Well, listen, man, we're pumped to have you as a Florida Gator, and we want to kind of talk to you and pick your brain about that a little bit. What was it that made you pick Florida, and when did you know that you were going to be a Gator?
So I actually like just going through the process and just like I seen like all the phases of commitment. I seen all the phases of just being a recruitment process, and just like from going to junior days, from going to games, from going to OTAs, just being there on campus. I've been there like 10 times by now, so I like seeing everything. And I also got a good relationship with my corner coach, Coach Darren Wilson, and I talk to him almost every day. So just that relationship piece just was a big factor as well.
I did want to talk to you about that because the secondaries had some rotation in coaches, right? We get Coach Wilson coming in, Coach Vinny coming in. So that's as fans, we get a little concerned as like, how is this going to translate? How are recruits going to handle this? How was that transition handled? Were you being recruited prior to Wilson? And if so, how did he pick up where things were left off? Kind of talk us through that a little bit.
Coach Wilson, at the time, he was at Arkansas. And then before like trying to get this coaching job at Florida, and also I had a good relationship with Coach Will Harris. That was at Florida at the time.
Yeah.
And him just leaving, like since I was a big relationship piece of while I went how in Florida, and him leaving, like it just like brought me back. So it's like I like let off on Florida because just the relationship piece is a big key factor for me. And Coach. Since him coming here and getting here, like he called me on the road, like as soon as he like got the job, he called me on the road, like coming from Louisiana, that's where he's from, to Florida. So he knew like since he was like late in the process in recruiting, so he really just like stepped it up, like, and every single day he was just calling, getting to know me, getting to know my parents, getting to know their backgrounds, just and then like spending time with me, just trying to get me on campus, just to see him in person, see how he coached. So that was like a big piece. So that's why I kept like him, just like his constant, like just recruiting every single day, just want to get to know me as a person, and just like also as well, and just seeing how he coaches when I got back on campus, just to see him and meet him in person, it was special because I talked to him more than any other coaches. So just
Wow.
him, and he like late in the recruiting process, knowing he got like step it up and like got to recruit me harder because I was like a big Florida fan like since Coach Will Harris was recruiting me and I was a big priority for them. So since him like just coming back, like it really like made me want to come and be a Gator, which I did.
I love that. That story is
Yeah.
going to be awesome to hear because we haven't, with Coach Wilson, he's new to us. We haven't had a chance to see what he's been able to do and hear how he is on the trail. Just to hear that he hit the ground literally running and had to win you back over is going to be an incredible story that fans are going to love to hear. And again, I respect that you took a step back, obviously, with your relationship with Coach Harris. I'm sure that was a tough decision, but I'm glad that we were able to overthrow Miami like we will later on this season. Steve, what do you got for me, man?
No, for sure, man. I think that's just great. Watching your process and you being mature and taking your time, but also leaving the door open for a new coach, knowing that Florida is a program you want to come to, but having to see how that coach, but you already had a previous relationship with him, so him getting the job was definitely a plus for us. I just want to know a little bit more about your high school coach. Who's your high school coach? Are you coached by a specific cornerback coach in high school, or do you have some extra training that you get?
Like growing up, I was actually a receiver as first, so I
Hmm.
translated.
Makes sense.
I transferred from wide receiver to DB like my ninth grade year, going to my ninth grade year.
Mm,
So I was when I was in eighth grade, I got two offers as a wide receiver in my eighth grade year.
Mm.
So just so and like and as a wide receiver room, it was kind of stacked. So and I had talent. So the head coach felt like for me to get on the field would be to go to defense and stuff like that. So I had this trainer called Coach CJ, and he was my trainer when I was just transferring from wide receiver to DB, and he was really helping involve my game. And also did 7-on-7 with him, and he was my coach, and he just kept believing me and put me in positions even when I was messing up. He kept me in there, and he just believed in me. So
So,
he was a game of a while. Like light it becoming a DB because it actually got fun, but DB is a tough
yeah.
position to play.
Yeah.
you make it seem easy. If I could just elaborate on that, like who's responsible for your knowledge of the game? Because just watching your film, I posted earlier in this year that you're probably the smartest cornerback that I've seen play in high school. I haven't been watching high school film for a long time, but ever since I've started, just your route recognition, you kind of knowing where the guys want to go on their route, where the ball should be going. It seems like you always beating people to the point, and somebody has to be responsible for that level of knowledge, or is it something you picked up?
I feel like it's all hand in hand go together because like as a football player, you want to gain a lot of knowledge. You want to be prepared. You want to execute when your number is called. So I feel like every time I'm talking to any college coach, I like to pique their brain. I ask them like, how did they look over film? How like what they looking like for film? How they prepared into this week? I ask like all the coaches those intense questions. How do I get better in my game? And also me, I study the game as well. I study the quarterback. I see how they throwing if like they got a big arm, short arm, where to spread
Mm.
the ball to, they like throwing back shoulders, or what type of skill set the quarterback has, or the type of skill set the wide receiver has. So it's like as a DB, you got to actually want it, because DB you could be playing a great all game and you give up
And one play.
one hit you,
Yeah.
I feel like and just like me wanting to learn and just ask a lot of questions because like every time because at the end of the day this it is a business trip. Like every time I go on step on campus, I get like a notepad or a pencil or a pen, and I
Mm.
just go in my notebook and everything the coaches say, I'm writing it down, just trying to gain more knowledge on the game, or when I sit in the meetings with them, just trying to gain more knowledge and just how can I better prepare myself to make plays when I'm on the field. How can I be knowledgeable to understand down distance and stuff like that, or
Yeah,
what
for
might
sure.
help at. So like all the pieces, just me asking, me getting information from the coaches, because the coaches, they already had the experience. So if I get experience from the coaches, it better help my experience playing the game.
I see why Napier
It's
loved
evident.
you, because I love you. You're incredible, man. This is awesome to hear. I'm loving it, man. I do want to pick your brain a little bit because a couple kind of back to your visit to Florida. Who did Coach Wilson compare your game to, and who he would like to shape you as, or do they see you being a little bit different? Talk to us about that, and who was your host while you were on campus as well too? That kind of tells us a little bit of how they view you right now, anyways.
Right now, they see me as cornerback, but they see me being like a flex type of cornerback that has like position flexibility, where I can play safety or nickel
Okay,
or
like a Sharif Denson, Bryce Thornton.
yeah, but come in corner, and then like probably my second year, if I want to branch out and try other positions in secondary, I have the skill set to do that. And then me as like a cornerback that has position flexibility. So, but because I want to be like flexible and be able to play all 5 spots, because when you get into the NFL, you getting close to that draft, like NFL scout, they're going to want somebody that
Needs.
can do all positions and be flexible, instead of like somebody that's just a specific corner and that's all they can do. When you have somebody that's with business flexibility, you can pay them more. Like they're worth more. They're more valuable.
Sure. Versatility
So
has been it feels like
The tone.
the tone, or I can't think of a word right now, that has been
Theme.
defined this class that we've been seeing. Guys that can do a lot in a little. So love hearing that. Who is somebody right now, maybe in the pros or even in college, that you shape your game to, or you idolize in a sense?
I watch a lot of guys. I watch a lot of college guys, NFL guys. So college guys, I was watching Jade Barron. He got from Texas, and then
Okay.
on Revel. Like I've been getting like comparison, like some other coaches comparing me to Siobhan Revel. He played at ECU. He got
Okay.
drafted. I think ACL injury or something like that, and then also like being versatile, like Malachi Stark, how he versatile as well. And then people in the pros, I would say Pat Surtain, PS2, Jalen Ramsey,
Sweet. Yeah.
Derek Stingley from Texas, yeah, and
Great names.
probably I watch AJ Terrell a lot. I watch AJ Terrell and JC Horn from the Panthers. I watch his game a
Yeah.
lot. Real
Okay.
patient.
Student of the game.
No,
if you
yeah.
will. Yeah, you love it, huh?
That
Yeah, yes, sir. You
Yeah.
got
no, that's fantastic. Just hearing them name some of these names, not guys that everybody will recognize right away, but at that position, you should know who these guys are. Especially you speaking about the ECU guy, getting drafted, fantastic player. Just to hear you study these guys means a lot, because you get a lot of guys that are just naturally talented, they can naturally play the game, but their love for the game, you can tell when they start speaking. So for you to name those guys, let me know that you love the game, and not just you just love the play, but you're a student of the game, and you see yourself being a part of the greats at the end of this thing. So you're actually working towards a goal that I believe is obtainable for you. And just watching the way you play, man, like I said, probably one of the smartest cornerbacks I've seen play at the high school level. And so for me, who was instrumental in you starting to play football, like in your life, or what was the moment where you say, you know what, I believe I can do this, and this is what I want to do?
probably like when I was 5 years old. Just like when you're 5 years old and you like you're a kid and you could play every position, and just knowing you got the juice, just knowing like like it was fun playing. I play every position in Little League, so just probably when I was 5 years old, and I would just like put into it. Like I play Little League. I mean like flag,
Mhm.
flag one time. Cause you could play flag 2 years. I only played it one, and then just being like when I was little, my dad, he always used to bring me up. So I was probably 8 years old, and I was going against 12-year-olds, 14-year-olds. Like I was going to brother, my older brother, he's like 4 years older than me. So just the love of the game and just getting better and going against bigger, stronger opponents, and just really shape my want and my hunger for the game.
I love that.
Yeah, you play with that confidence. Yeah.
We got a question from Music by Q. He says, would you have a pick six or a forced fumble return for a touchdown?
Pick six. You got to get the points. You got to get takeaways.
It's way more
For
fun
sure.
to catch that too. Who's your favorite cornerback ever? Go ahead.
Okay, Steve. What was your choice when you decided to choose Florida, or what were some of your top schools for deciding to choose Florida?
Yeah, my choice for Florida. Florida came in late. I got a crazy recruitment story. Recruiting was crazy when I was coming out, man. But Florida was my best offer. Spurrier had just left. Runzup was coming in. But just coming in, looking at the depth chart, seeing that okay, they got guys that are going to be juniors and a few seniors, so I knew I would have time to develop and play. I knew coming in that I was going to redshirt. I was 6'5", 218. I was like, ain't no way I'm finna be going against these 340-pound, 6'7" linemen. But Florida was just the best choice, the program. And then we had a lot of fun on my trip. It was definitely different during my time, but Florida was just the best option for me. But the vibe at Florida, the brotherhood, it was family oriented. All the guys got along, and that was the biggest thing for me. Just knowing that I can go here and be around these guys all day and want to work hard with these guys because, believe it or not, the guys who you're around are going to determine your future. The guys who you compete against. So even for you coming, you're going to be going against top tier guys your whole career. You're coming in as a freshman next season, but you get to go against Dallas Wilson. You get to go against all the other guys that we have, Vernell Browns and all these other guys that are in front of you. So you play with them?
No, I played against him. Him. Go to Jones High School, and I went to Cocoa.
Yeah.
And I played him when I was a sophomore. He was a junior, and we had one though. So
hopefully y'all can win a lot together.
Good? Was he hard to cover?
Yeah, he was. He was real shitty, real shitty guy.
Yeah, he got a good release package.
I ain't gonna lie, he was props. Like he made plays, but you gotta win though. You gotta
win. Did you remind him when you saw him on campus? Did you remind him?
I talked to him a little bit about that.
Who? I didn't miss it. Who was your host when you visited?
Lagonzo Hayward.
Okay. Yeah. So do they see Lagonza kind of very similar to that Bryce Thornton and Sharif Denson, Aaron Gates kind of role?
Possibly, yeah. He getting to know like positions, safety, strong, free. He getting to know all the positions, so probably yeah.
Okay, and so you'll kind of be a mixture of that, but then also to more of a cornerback. Are you more of a man-to-man zone? What's your kind of your go-to?
I would just say man-to-man because how my school is. My school is like 95% man.
Okay, so you're comfortable with it then. You're on an island out there.
Yeah, we play man a lot. So the couple times we do play zone. Like it is like a little helpful for me to just see all type of defense we can be in. So, but I play man a lot.
Talk to me. So you seem very calm, cool, and collected, but I know that there's a switch that comes on the football field. Are you chirping? Are you kind of in their ear a little bit, or are you just doing your thing and just letting them know what's up by the plan?
Well, it's like a story to that a little bit because it's like a story to that a little bit. Like my dad, like I'm a chill type of guy, just a chill type of guy. I don't really like doing all that talking. I just like getting the job done.
Okay.
So. Like he know, like when I was playing 7-on-7, he know when I'm on the field, like I just be locked in. I don't say nothing because whatever you got to say, I don't really care. I'm just gonna beat you. I'm just gonna beat you. It's me. I'm just gonna beat you. But he was like, he was just saying like how how Jalen Ramsey is. He talk a lot of trash. And he was like, always stay in the media. He like one of the top DBs in the NFL. So my dad was like, You need to get more talker. You need to talk more trash. Okay, I'm gonna ease into that because I can't just say I'm gonna do that because I haven't really done that. So just really getting more and just being more comfortable and being more confident at a D position.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a big thing. Confident, know that when you go against them, you gonna win every time. So just getting confident, and sometimes people think your confidence is cockiness, but nah, it's just you being confident. So I have like switched a little bit. So I have like got on the field. I have did a little bit more talking, especially if
Mm-hmm.
I do go against somebody that's real good. Want to get in his head. Want to mess him up. Want to get him off his game. So
It's
I
warfare
changed
out
a
there.
little bit.
It's warfare out there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I love it, man. You
Yeah,
gotta
you say
gotta be a little
you ain't
loose
gonna
out
let
there. I love
nobody
it.
you
Shout
ain't
out
gonna
to
let nobody
Pops.
bring their rank up off of you, huh?
yeah. You gotta earn it.
I say you say yeah, right.
Practice, 'cause, like last year when I was at practice, I had a lot of 4-star wide receivers to go against. So just going against them, and like my coach, like head coach, he called like receivers, he called them prima donnas, and yeah. So like and they just like talk. They like talking like, and they don't really doing no really hard work for how our defense. So they
Yeah.
like talking. So like when you go against them, you gotta talk. You gotta back your
Yeah.
game up.
It's
And it,
a fake talk when it comes to wide receivers because they ain't working like you. They're out here just driving around, flashing, sitting in air conditioning, and they ain't grinding like the DBs. You got to remind them who it. Don't let our wide receivers hear this, but you know what I'm talking about. I love it, man. That's cool to hear. I love hearing that kind of part of your game develop as well. I do want to give you a chance to tell them where they can give you a follow and support you on
I
all social. What's that?
I got one more question
Yeah, yeah,
for him.
yeah.
Just
Go ahead.
the relationship you said Devin Hester is your cousin. How long did you take you to realize that or find that out? Did you know while you were playing like high school or
I really don't really look at that or like say because I don't really trying to get off people name
for
like
sure?
that. But just really my parents and my grandparents just tell me that I'm ready to how like my relationship is and like who their people is and like tell me who my
Hmm.
family members are. So it's basically like just my family telling me that.
Was there
And like
any
me.
extra Was there any extra motivation for you, like knowing like, okay, I do have this last name. He did go on and have a great career. People know him as a great player. Did that do anything for you? Like any motivation? Like, okay, let me go put on for the last name
Yeah, like back in the day, that's my last name, but he's him and I'm my own man, so I gotta be my
for
own
sure,
person.
for
So it
sure.
does like when I do look at his highlights and stuff like that, it does like it give me some inspiration and stuff like that going on the field, just like putting on for my last name. So it does give me some inspiration. Like I gotta go out there and just play and ball, you know.
I
Cool.
love
Now
that.
the reason I asked, it was just a weird, cool story. I went to a family reunion this weekend, and the running back who I played with in Denver, Cecil Sapp, was at the family reunion, and I'm looking at him like I know this guy. And so it happened he's my cousin, and I didn't know when I got to Denver, but we had a weird relationship. He took me under his wing. He's 5 years older than me. He took me under his wing, him and Champ Bailey, and kind of brought me up. But then to see him at the family reunion, I was like, wow, this whole time I didn't even know we were family. So I just made me ask because of that
That's
situation.
cool.
But that's cool, man. Yeah. What'd you say?
I was Champ Bailey because I look at his highlights as well. I was Champ Bailey.
Fantastic, man. Fantastic, great human being, man. Smart player. More smart than anything. You know what I mean? You can have all the talent, but when you're smart, you kind of, like you said, down the distance, knowing the quarterbacks, where they like to go with the ball, how they throw the ball, means a lot. And a lot of young players don't get into that right away. They just go off of talent. So the fact that I see it in your film. So the fact that you're thinking that, just let me know you're going to have a long, healthy career and save yourself, because sometimes you be doing the most when you don't have to in certain situations. But yeah, he's fantastic. Just very, very smart, bro. Very, very smart. Having him on the football field, he'll let you know everything that's going on. So yeah.
No fly, no
What'd you
fly
say?
zone.
Yeah, no
Then
fly
no
zone.
fly.
Yeah, no, champ's a man.
Guys like that have a long career, you don't get through just by physicality. You get there by football IQ that allows for
For
you to play
sure.
for a very long time. CJ, like do a little rapid fire, some fun questions to close it out, and then tell them where they can find you. Favorite song right now, or favorite artist? I guess we could go easy, make it easy.
Raw song, The Greatest.
The greatest.
Oh, Wave the greatest. Okay, we got one.
All right, perfect. Favorite meal right now?
Probably like seafood. Like I like crabs, lobster.
Okay.
Oh, crab
seafood.
boy, huh?
I was like, bro.
Need seafood back.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite movie?
I like Black Panther.
These kids with just their favorite movie off the top of the dome is just it blows my mind. Like I feel like if you ask me what mine is, I wouldn't know. Like I love that you're like. Have you seen Black Panther, Steven? Steven doesn't watch any movies. We learned.
My favorite movie is The Goonies from long time ago.
Yeah, I know what The Goonies is.
It's a great summer. It's a great summer classic.
Yeah, they fight on the boat, and then they got the I don't know, he did a deformed like kid, and he really can't.
Hey,
you guys. Yeah.
Pirate ship at the end and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You seen
movie
E.T.?
growing up, man.
You seen E.T., CJ?
Yes, sir.
Okay, my man.
Yeah.
we just finished this weekend with my son. He's 2, and he loved it. I mean, for what he can remember. I love it. Favorite what's the other one? Oh, favorite TV show.
Favorite TV show. Power.
Okay.
I've heard of that. Okay.
So I never heard of that.
Favorite NFL team.
Chiefs.
Okay. Favorite player.
Don't say, people say when I say Chiefs, they're like, "Oh, he a bandwagon." But nah, I like the Chiefs since Jamal Charles and D'Anthony Thomas.
Come on, baby.
Okay.
Jamal Charles was that man, bro. I love
bro.
Jamal Charles carried my fantasy football league for years, man. That I feel like he played in the league for 30 years. I swear to goodness, he was there every year. I love that. Great pick. I love that. And you know what you're talking about too if you say Jamal Charles. That's great stuff. Favorite player right now, not cornerback.
You say it again?
Favorite NFL player that's not a cornerback.
Pat Mahomes.
Okay. Favorite. I think they're asking favorite candy bar.
I like Snickers.
Favorite cereal?
Snickers. Not going nowhere for a while.
What was it?
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch. Okay.
Esbeck either guessed it or that's what their favorite is too. I love it, CJ, man. You've been incredible. This has been a phenomenal interview. You are an incredible young man. I cannot wait to see you in the orange and blue. Yeah, favorite college football team.
Gators.
All right, man. Get up and go. I love it, baby. Tell them where they can give you a follow, man. You are an incredible young man. I know the fan base can be pumped to see this interview and get to know you some more, man. So thank you so much for hopping on.
I got a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You said I'm the first recruit that ever came on here?
No, the first recruit that's been on this show to ask us questions, to care enough about what we have to say. Yeah, which is it speaks a lot about who you are. Now we've had a couple. We've had Desmond Green on. We had DJ on when he was a recruit. Who else? We've had Will Griffin on, who's part of your class. I'm trying to think of your class who we've had on. Who am I missing, Steve?
Man, we can interview a lot of people, bro. Don't do that.
Yeah, we've had it.
I was just trying to clarify.
What's that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was just.
He said he was just trying to clarify. Yeah. No, definitely the first that had questions for us that wanted to kind of figure out what we do and what we're about. So it just speaks to what you said, bringing the paper, pen, and pad to every meeting, trying to figure out some nuances, something different. So it just speaks to your mindset and always willing to grow and learn. So that's always a big plus. Shout out to the Hester family. Shout out to your mom and dad for all the work that they put into you getting to this moment. I know it doesn't take one person. It's a family ordeal, and shout out to them for getting a chance to see you go out there and represent for the family and put on, man. It's big.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Tell them they give you a follow, man, on all social media so we can get that NIL awareness up.
On Twitter, Clifton Hester 14, and on Instagram, c.j Hester on Instagram.
Perfect. Hey, well, CJ, go Gators, my man. Hopefully we'll see you at some of the games this year, rocking and rolling.
Yes,
if you're there, stop by one of the tailgates. We'd love to meet and get you on the show if we're doing a live show, man. So thank you so much.
And I followed you on Twitter, so if you have any questions for me, man, just hit me up. Let me know, man. I'm an open book kid. rep the orange and blue forever. So just if you have any questions, man, want to know anything, just hit me up, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you
Any
very
quarterback
much.
questions, I got you.
Already.
Okay. All right, man. Be
I
good.
might-
Go enjoy the new game, man. What's up?
I gotta
You
get
said what?
I gotta get at you with golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. We'll hit the links up. Absolutely. I got you there. I got you covered. A1, man. All right, CJ, you be good, man.
You too.
Go Gators, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Go
you.
Gators, baby. Great kid, man.
Great kid. Incredible interview, man.
Yeah, great kid. Great
Wow. I'm blown
kid.
away.
Great kid. And we got us one, Gator Nation.
I'm blown away.
We got us one.
Unbelievable.
I've been waiting on this one.
That
I've been
was
waiting on this one, man. Yeah.
Man, what people don't understand is this stuff is hard. Getting in front of a mic and talking. I know Steve makes it look easy, and he carries the weight here, but it's not easy to be comfortable to be able to hold a conversation and chit chat. And look, some kids, it's nervous. It's a lot going on, and this entire class has been phenomenal. I mean, exceptional, and everyone we've had on the show has been great. Like I'm not that. Yeah. But there's levels for sure. I mean, he was fantastic.
And all these guys are different. They're football-minded guys.
Yeah.
They're not just talented. They know what they're doing. And they're gonna grow tremendously in this program and have great I believe NFL careers, man, for a lot of these guys. Just their mentality is already there. So if they just come in and put the work in and grind, they're gonna be fantastic pros for sure.
My mom was calling me. She was trying to keep tradition. I couldn't answer when we got CJ on. So, Mom, if you're still watching,
sorry,
you can call
Mom.
us.
Sorry,
you
Mama
call us
Wine.
back. But I can't. CJ don't know what's going on. It's his first time. And we bring in Mom. It's like, hey, he's like, what is happening? What is
He said, how many people y'all interviewed again?
what did I just walk into? Incredible, man. It was when he asked us a question before the show started. He was like, what are you guys doing? I'm like, whoa.
You guys haven't went and saw CJ's film,
we just dropped the video a couple hours ago from the film review from Cody the Professor. So get after it. Go show some love.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
For sure. Make sure you go look at it.
Absolutely. And also smash the like button. Like, what are we even doing here, boys? Let's
get
like,
subscribe, all that.
Let them know, Steve. Let them know. Boys, before we get into the newest commit and Malik Morris, let's talk about, obviously, that's what I want. Our awesome event that's coming up on July 27th. I'll get you in here, Steve. Ladies and gents, this thing, we're getting tickets sold. We're rocking and rolling. We've got some final meetings coming up to kind of clarify some things. A lot of great names, players are going to be there. Obviously on the current roster. Get your tickets now, July 27th, Gator Independent Media Day. I'm telling you, man, this thing is really going to be, you're going to be pissed that you're not there. People are asking if it's going to be on YouTube. I know that we're going to make content that'll be repurposed later on. I don't know about doing a live show there. I know we've talked about it. I'll get some more clarification on that now. You know me, I be popping live up anywhere we go. So
we gonna be hanging out, having fun, get them tickets. We might not be able to go live.
That's what I'm saying.
Tickets.
That's what he's saying. So you got to get there, man. We're supporting, obviously the Gator medias, ourselves, Gators Breakdown, Stadium and Gale. Huge shout out to Silk for putting this together. I mean, this is big brand idea. He called me. I'm like, yeah, man, whatever you need, boss, let's get it. And has really just kind of spearheaded this thing and rocked and rolled. So it's been cool to also work with these guys, to work alongside at Stadium and Gale, to work alongside Gator Day, and see how they navigate this. Much more organized and professional than I am. I mean, we kind of just run around their head cut off, that's kind of our brand. It's on par with how we do things. So that's been exciting, but it's been really cool to see how they navigate. So be sure to come check us out. Yeah, get
shout out
tickets.
to Sachs Law Group.
Absolutely. Huge shout out to Sachs Law Group for being our big sponsor for the event. So let's talk about this one here, boys and girls. Malik Morris commits today's. We did a little watch party at 3 o'clock-ish. Great stuff. We were nervous. Codes and we're shaking. Yeah, shaking in our boots a little bit. And I thought Miami may come in there late, but I saw the LeVar, this hat right here. He had a Gator hat with this brand, and I said, I don't think you gotta.
Oh, you saw him? Okay.
Yeah, he had this hat and like 2 Make-A-Wish hats. You know what I mean? Like the hats they throw to the fans. And I was like, this hat's a primo hat. You don't just have this hat lying around if you ain't gonna wear it for a bit. So I felt a little bit better about it. But huge pickup, man. Great, good old-fashioned linebacker. I want to give your thoughts. Who's your comp for this young man, and give us your takeaway. Mr. Stephen Harris?
Oh man, I love the kid. He's a flat out baller at the middle linebacker position. He's a true leader on the football field at the middle linebacker position. A smasher. He's smart. He's patient. But he's excellent at the point of contact. Can lay the wood. No pun intended. But yeah, I love the kid. I love him. I seen that you guys were making the comparisons to Ventrell for the Gators, and I could see that. I just think he's going to be his own guy on that football field. I would say, like into a Brandon Spikes, like into
Brandon
a Brandon
Seiler-esque?
Spikes.
Spikes. Okay. Don't yell at me. I'm
Spikes.
Just asking questions.
Spikes. Yeah, no, he's a little. I know these guys in and out. I just like the way he flows to the ball at the middle linebacker position. Spikes wouldn't have been considered not necessarily a third down linebacker, but he was smart enough to play it for us. So you would never take him off the field. So I feel like a guy like him, being as smart as he is, and just the way he plays the game, you can keep him on the field. I know just the way we rotate guys, and we have different blitz packages where he may come off the field. I just know NFL wise at the next level, he's an all down guy. He's just very smart. He's a smart player. He knows where the ball is going. He knows how to run the lanes. Know when the running back wants to cut back. He's a sure tackler. And if you just put the tape on, he has a million tackles. I don't know what his tackle total was, but he had a million tackles, first, second, third down.
That's what it was.
He's
a million.
He's gonna tackle the guy with the ball. And I love it. I love it.
6'1", 225 are the metrics that we're working with here. And again, you're kind of just a good old-fashioned backer. Plays a little running back too, which is similar to Miles Graham. Great vision, great just kind of north and south speed. Not afraid to hit somebody. Will come in and stop the run very well. I think is a huge compliment to what this linebacker room is already. And we're going to talk about how EA Sports view this linebacker room because it's very interesting because I'm very high on this linebacker room headed into this season. But great.
The only reason why Spikes was a little bit taller. Spikes is almost as tall as a defensive end. Spikes got to be a solid 6'4". Right? Yeah, okay. He Spikes. He almost looked me eye to eye when I see him now. So I don't know if it's 6'5" or 6'4", but he definitely 6'3.5", every bit of it. But just the way this guy plays, the run coming downhill, not afraid to put his hat in there, and could fend off blockers. That 225 frame seems very strong. He's just a very, very solid guy.
Yeah, great pickup. We've got this week coming up on the 11th and 12th. KJ Ford, edge, who's favored to go to Florida right now. And then, of course, DQ Forkba, who's another top-tier linebacker. If we're able to get those two this weekend, Florida's sitting in a very good place for this recruiting class, Steve.
Listen, that Ford kid, I'm almost getting tired of getting my hopes up high, almost a little bit. I don't want to do it too much, but Ford is great. And he fits what we kind of need at that edge position. You know what I mean? It's been a while since we had that guy that's just going to flash around the corner. They're not coming from a linebacker, not as a linebacker. This man puts his hand in the ground. He gets in a 3-point stance, and he know how to use his hand. He know how every move in the pass rush repertoire he has. He has every move and knows how and when to use it. Great body bend. This Ford kid is amazing.
I love it. I know Cody was high about him too, so we'll be talking more about that as it gets a little bit closer, which is at the end of this week. So we're in store for a great week. Obviously, today has been great thus far. Wednesday is the best day of the week. Derek Wingo is joining the show, former linebacker. So we'll pick his brain a little bit. Maybe we'll get his thoughts and opinion of what the current linebacker room is. Really excited to get his opinions. Then Thursday, college football, the game will drop. Steve ain't played man in a year. He's still nervous. He don't want to smoke. Maybe with the new game, maybe he will. I don't know. You guys will
I've been practicing.
Well, it's a new game, Steve, okay? And then we've got Friday, Saturday commit, so it's going to be some good stuff. But look, speaking of the game drop today, if you went out there and got that deluxe version and got after it, you were able to play. And Cody and I, we're old. We sat around the bingo car last night in our wheelchairs and decided that we're not going to have time to play it early anyway, so let's just go ahead and wait, and we'll save the $30. That's what us old dudes decided. But we got some numbers. And look, here's the thing. I love the video game because I think it does the best it can to the ratings that it gives these players is it's kind of what we do all off season. We try to predict who we think's the best, and who we feel and why they feel they're going to do really well. What did I see? Let me see if I saved it. I'm pretty sure that I did, where we got the ratings. I did right here. Every team's overall rating in college football 2026. Again, it doesn't tell you is this exactly what it's going to be? No. But they're taking into consideration how they look at each player, their rating, their performances. They look at it's a cross-examination, right? Alabama ranks number 1 at 89. Now, you may think that's crazy because they're not even, projected to be number 1. Well, again, the talent on that team is ridiculous. So they could still be ranked 89, but not be favored to win it all because of coaching in a couple different situations. But they've got a lot of talent. Then you've got Clemson, Georgia, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Penn State, Texas, and Texas A&M all at 88, which those are basically your top 10 class when you look, all your top 10 rankings. So you've got Alabama in a tier of its own, but we'll bunch them in the tier 1 category. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams. Then at 86, Florida at 86, LSU, Miami, Oregon, and Texas Tech.
Okay.
So they are looking at Florida at a very, I would say, elite level of the talent that is on
right
that
outside. Yeah.
We've been saying it. Others have been saying it. We've got one more notch of this. Look, this is just one more thing of validation. This team has got it going on. And then you've got Arizona State, Indiana, Michigan, Oklahoma at 85, and then it kind of goes down there from there. Florida State's at 82. They got them kind of at the lower
82
echelon.
out of 83, right?
No, overall. Let me see another interesting team. Syracuse at 77. Let's see. Colorado State at 74. Some interesting. BYU, who was just out of the as 81. Nebraska's at 82. Colorado at 82. With a lot of teams going out. So healthy spot. Vanderbilt at 82. South Carolina, who I know a lot of people have very high, with Lenore Sellers at 82.
I didn't mean to laugh, but to have Florida State, no shots at Vanderbilt. But Florida State to be
Vanderbilt.
Hey, man, it's a good laugh to know Florida State is considered Vanderbilt. It's awesome.
Vandy the truth. But let's talk. Let's get into, just a couple. Let's break down the roster just a little bit, how they view these guys. So they view DJ Lagway very high. I think they had him ranked the 11th quarterback in the country, which we've been talking SEC, but 11th quarterback in the country behind Cade Klubnik out of Clemson. Fine with that. Behind Garrett Nussmeier. Fine with that. Behind Drew Allard. Been there for a long time. Okay with it. Sam Levitt, Arizona State. Lenore Sellers. Arch Manning. Blake Horvath from the Navy. Carson Beck from Miami. And Kevin Jennings at SMU. And SMU did some great things. The one thing I didn't like, they had Jaden Ball. And our guy Brendan from Vegas is going to love this. They didn't have much love for our running back room. They had Jaden Ball ranked 18th best running back in the SEC. The 18th best running back in the SEC. He would be the 4th string running back at Texas and Texas A&M. That's how low they have him rated. They haven't rated higher than Jacoby Jackson at 83. They have him at 86. But yeah.
So they doing both our running backs wrong. That's crazy.
And Webb at 81.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Not a lot of love there.
All three of our guys.
Not a lot of love there.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say for that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
18th in the SEC. So you're saying he's not even a starter?
Correct.
Yeah.
That's a little, especially how,
I guess on our roster, you had to try to find some people to knock down a little bit to make our ranking not so high, because we got guys all around the board that are ranked individually higher. You know what I mean? And I feel like that took our overall higher than some teams. But you don't do that to Ball. Ain't no way he'll go to any school in the SEC and be their starting back.
Jake Slaughter is the best center in the game. If that makes you feel any better, he's the highest rated center.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. We had so many guys.
Yeah, the wide receiver UG Wilson. Sapp was the number 2 Banks. Or 3, I think.
What about Banks?
Sapp ranked 6th best tackle. And Gums and LJ were 84 and 83, while he ranked 92. So very healthy, I would say, secondary room. And again, Jaden Woods is 79, and Kofi's at 73. DT Banks is at 92. And then Lions at 83. I think there's some opportunity. Linebacker room got just destroyed. Miles Graham 80, Aaron Childs 78.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Pup Howard at 81 and Jaden Robinson at 73.
Yeah,
Jaden Robinson at 73 is wild. So the linebacker room got
wild.
absolutely nerfed as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Kermani, that's a good one. Let's see. Kermani 75. Yeah, they don't love our DB room either. Devin Moore 84, Dejon Johnson 81, Caraway the transfer at 79, and Kermani at 75.
So what did they turn down for Kermani?
They
I know
have
the
Ben
speed
Hicks
got to be in the
Jr. rated
90s.
higher than Kermani.
Wow.
Yeah.
Coming in.
Jordan Castell at 85. Asa Turner. Asa Turner at 82 above Bryce Thornton. So there might be some things they've got to figure out.
Still on the roster.
White Knight, baby.
Hey, you know what? I like the fact that they went in and did the update for our guy, our wide receiver, man.
Bryce Thornton at 77, Aaron Gates at 74. Hey, go put that on your bullet boards on your locker room, boys. Y'all ain't 77 in my hearts. Y'all 88.
Nah, they wildin'.
Yeah, they dudes.
Good thing it's just a game, man. But yeah, they suck.
Look, you take everything with a grain of salt, but it's cool to. I mean, either way, like let's think about it, right? Florida was 86th overall, and we feel that the two rooms the quarterback room I would say was probably the closest. I think Kermani was a little nerfed. I think the rest of it was probably accurate, just because of the unknown. The linebacker room is completely nerfed. Yeah, but I don't think they have enough data. I think Jay Robinson, there's plenty of data there. I think Pup Howard probably has some more, but he was injured for the back half of the year. So, look, I get where they're coming from, but that should be, I would say, a promising stat because we feel really good about the linebacker room. The safety, I would say secondary is something that we would all agree would be our major concern. They felt the defensive line is healthy, rated a lot of those guys very high. So, if the linebacker room does what we think it could do, speaking in overall ratings, this Gator team could be much higher than what it's intended to be.
If you take all that into consideration, the rooms that we know that they just failed us on,
and the running back room,
it should give us more confidence. That's why I was saying I think they just had to knock some rooms down. Otherwise, you would have had to make us a 90 something. You know what I mean? As far as the team, it wasn't going to do that.
It'd be interesting to see what Alabama, and again, this is why Alabama's so high because they just got 5-star after 5-star, just kind of stacked up. I mean, these guys are going to come in highly rated, obviously, with Caden Proctor. I think I would love to see what the quarterback room is. If somebody could send me that would be interesting to see.
The whole room, yeah.
Yeah, let me see if I can find that actually while we're talking about it.
Wonder what the awareness and stuff is on those.
Here we go. I got it right here. So Ty Simpson, who's supposed to be their starting quarterback, is an 82 compared to our starting quarterback, DJ Lagway, of a 90. Yeah. So that's huge. And again, I'm not high on Ty Simpson, and neither are they. Austin Mack and Keelan are both 90 80s.
Overall.
DJ is, and their highest they have three quarterbacks, 82, 80, and 80. And let's see what I don't know if we have our other quarterbacks.
90's not bad, man. That's a sweet stat.
Yeah, I mean, to be a 90, I'm not surprised. He's up there. They've got Jam Miller, who's a phenomenal running back, at 88. And again, they had, I can't think what other one, but Ryan Williams at 95, one of the wide receivers. They have two other wide receivers at 87. They have 80 tight end. They've got Caden Proctor at 94, left guard at 81, a 91 center, a 92 right guard, which is huge. Their right tackle, 79, kind of weak there. Defensive line, 92, 90. They have Kelby Collins, recent transfer from us, an 81, and they have Keon Keeley. They've got some studs on that defensive line. They're 5 deep above 80s. But the linebackers, 91, 83, and 81.
Yeah, but they
Q Russo's at 83 going into his third year. Then cornerbacks, 91, 85, 88. So strong state. They got a top bunch again. Top 91 guys in those starting positions. Those are kind of the big differences that I'm seeing.
Yeah. No, I just like the fact they did the update for Wilson.
He's quick.
Yeah. Yeah, my man looking busted. Now he look.
Oh yeah, Dallas Wilson. Yeah, dude, he had him all tore up. Yeah. I was glad they fixed him quick too. They were quick with it. Dallas had to make a video of what's up? It was awful. It was like
It
was like
Felipe
creative character.
Wilson. I don't know who that was.
Yeah, Billy doesn't look too bad. Coaches that are not in
No.
the game that I thought were interesting. Coach Prime's not in the game. Mario Cristobal. Those are two
Whoa.
big names. Yeah, that I thought would be in the game. I was kind of shocked on those. Those were the two that really kind of caught my eye. There may have been there was others too, but
Coach Prime not being in the game seems
I
a
thought
bit
that was
much.
very strange. Yeah, I thought it was strange. Let me see if I saved that. Oh, here we go. Mario Cristobal, Deion Sanders, Kirk, Fritz, Bill Belichick. That doesn't surprise me. He wouldn't even do the NFL games. So, yeah, the other teams are Stanford. Oh, Trent Diffler from UAB. Like no other big names. Like it's ULM, Kent State. Like nobody. Like the big names are Miami, Colorado, Iowa, UNC. Those were the 4 big schools that did not have their coach in it.
Yeah, I wonder what that was all about. Like what it came down to for that.
Yeah, especially just that's so like there's only 4 of them. You know what I mean? Like it's even a bit strange.
And then you're not doing too many actions or nothing like that.
I wouldn't think so. Yeah.
Deion probably saw how he was looking and was like, nah, if I'm gonna look like that, no.
They know Mario's not going to be there by halfway through the season, so they don't want to have to boot him out of the game. No need to do an update.
Was Deion going to be limping coming out the tunnel?
Gotta have some of the cowboy hats so we at least get a good feel. I think they could do that and be good with it. Boys and girls, ladies and gents, another fantastic Monday for you. Another great show. Great interview with CJ Hester. Great conversation about Malik Morris. Great fun conversation about college football. EA Sports 26. Stacked week coming up, boys. And then it's going to be SEC Media Week the following week. And then it's Independent Media Gator Week the following week. And then we're in August. Like I've been saying it. I'm going to keep saying it. We've made it.
Coming up, man.
We are here.
Coming up fast.
Enjoy it. Smash the like button. Stephen Harris, ladies and gentlemen. Shelton, y'all be good. Stay safe. I love y'all. Peace and love, baby.
Go Gators, baby.